Sip and Talk podcast. Starting soon.
All right, hello everyone. Sorry we are a little late. We had some technical difficulties, but we have a couple of good topics for you this evening. So, the first topic that we are going to be talking about is about a young lady by the name of Krista Ebelseth. I think that's I'm pronouncing it right. 32, and she was allegedly raped at the age of 16. Now, she loses custody of her daughter to her alleged rapist, John Barnes, and is ordered to pay child support. Now, recently, I just read that it was overturned temporarily, but there is still a trial July 15th, and I will be following that trial. So, if anybody wants to tune in and follow with me, please do so. Okay, our other two topics we're going to be talking about this evening. The first one is young man is blaming women for men being on the down low. Interesting. Also, we are going to be talking about a young man who allegedly killed his ex-boyfriend because he didn't want to be exposed for being on the down low. So yes, we got some good topics for you guys this evening. What do you feel? How do you think, Miss?
Where are we starting tonight, Miss Londa? Where are we starting?
Okay, so we can start with Krista. She was
Okay.
the one who was allegedly raped. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really interesting story. I think for me, what I found most interesting is one, I think I was looking at the dates and it looked like um, she did not actually report the rape. And maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but she didn't report the rape until she was already going to court for custody. Is that what I saw? It
Yeah,
was
you're
all,
right. You are
yeah.
correct.
So I think that might have been partially the issue. But the other thing was that I found it very interesting that the child was already 5 when they decided to give the dad, custody. And I thought that was strange. The whole case is crazy. The cops said that the initial
Okay.
report had been ignored years
Well,
ago. Go ahead, Miss Londa.
so,
What were you saying?
oh yeah. So what happened was it didn't get into the proper hands.
Right.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
You can't. Okay,
Uh-huh.
basically what they were saying is that when she did make the initial report, it didn't get into the proper hands. So basically it didn't get handled right to get into the proper hands of the proper people to handle it.
Right.
So it probably just sat there, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's a problem. But a bigger problem was that I thought she didn't even make the initial report until she was already going to court for custody or for child support. Is that right? Let me look.
Yeah, because I guess by her getting pregnant as the result of the alleged rape, he didn't know about it. Somehow he found out 5 years later, and then that's when he threatened her and told her if she was to report it, he would take her to court and take custody. So that's how that came about.
Got it. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was like, excuse me, sneeze. That was tripping me
Bless
out because
you.
I was like, why didn't she report it sooner? As a separate, not like all in one. I'm going,
Yeah.
for child support. And by the way, he raped me. Not that
Yeah.
makes a difference, but I was just curious as to why that happened that way. But yeah, then the whole part about
Yeah.
her making the report and then the police not following up. And then at the end of the day, that's partially, I'm probably 99% of why he ended up with custody. It's because they never
Yeah.
did anything with her report of rape. So that's like insane to me. That is insane. You
Yeah.
know, there's a valid point that you cannot, there's no way that you can give custody of a child to a rapist. However, I will say this.
Well, and
I don't, go ahead.
mhm. No,
I
I
was
was
just going
gonna
to say,
say,
you don't
and I
know
read that that's the law in Louisiana, though.
is that they can't have custody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the
It
law is
says I read.
that the age of consent is 17 and she was 16.
Yeah,
And apparently this was a one night,
yeah.
she was blacked out, so it wasn't like she could even be accused of anything, of being like hot in the pants or anything like that, because she wasn't even conscious when it happened. So that's like way,
Yeah, she
way
can't.
out of
She
pocket.
can't be accused. She can't be accused of anything on maybe on the unconscious part, but the fact that she was 16 and in a bar, because she was
Yeah, well,
16. So we don't
Yeah.
know if he, if she's in a bar
No.
at the age of 16, bar say, hey, boom,
Okay. Let me make some more money.
18, you know, he might have thought she was an adult, but still, no is no. At the end of the day, no is no. So if she
and
was
still
unconscious, she couldn't give consent.
she could not give consent. And I
Yeah.
wonder, what I didn't pick up was whether or not he had been involved with this child at all over the last 5 years.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Okay. It sounded like when she got pregnant, she just didn't say nothing to him, and so because it said in the article he found out about it and she didn't know how. But
Right.
once he found out about it, then that's when he established paternity and all of that.
So yeah, that's a
She's
very,
Yeah.
very interesting case. There's no way. I just, unless like she's some kind of drugged out crazy person, there is no way that he can have custody of that kid. It just doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to, if he raped her. There's just no way. So I'm sure that that's
Well,
going to be permanently overturned at some point.
I hope so. But I was kind of wondering though, did he know the judge personally? Because the fact that he told her that he would
Yes.
do this if she told, and the fact that this judge, it's like everything that he goes to court with, he wins on his end. But like she also filed, or no, she didn't file a motion, but she did state that there was abuse. He was abusing the child, and the judge ruled that out and said there was no sufficient evidence to support that. And then also he reported to the judge that she gave the child a cell phone. The judge ordered her to not be able to buy the child a cell phone. And then he goes back into court and says that she ignored, this court order, and he gave custody to her right away that same day, but there was nothing to support his claim.
But they did say in the article that he has, whatever his job is, the police department is one of his clients. They said that. So let me
Mm,
find it.
okay. Oh, you did some more digging.
I was just
Okay.
reading through the article, and yeah, he owns a web company called Gum. I'm gonna put it in the chat. He owns a web company called, spelled Gum Gumbo, Beaux digital.
Yeah, Luciano, I don't know why she was in the bar at age 16, but some can ask me the same thing. I was in bars at age 16. So once I was old enough to go to the bar, it wasn't a big experience to me. But at the end of the day, no means no.
Well, at the end of the day, if you're not conscious, that's not a yes. So
That too. That too.
that's, and
Yeah,
but
'cause I can't even flex. Like even when I got a woman and she drunk, I'm not even waking her up for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to do that.
that's
Like that.
not.
I don't like a drunk woman anyways. But if I do have a woman that be drunk, I definitely I definitely ain't doing all that. Like it's not that serious.
But it does say that that branding company that he owns, the Ponchatoula Police Department, is a client of his. And this alleged situation, rape and all that, took place in that county. And so it could be very well that he has friends in the department that's probably helped him out thus far.
Yeah.
But now that it's like,
Yeah. So
national news, I'm sure there's going to be some
and she's
change.
got a lawyer. She's got a lawyer working in her favor. Hopefully, some things will change.
So there'll be some changes in the jurisdiction and all that. I'm sure of it. But that is a crazy story. I've never heard anything like that before.
And so the baby's 16 right now, right?
Is the baby
No,
16?
she was 16 at the time. No, the baby,
When she was raped.
the daughter is 5. The
5,
mother
right.
when she was alleged.
When she was raped, she was 16.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it says the mother is 32 right now.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So then that's a lot more years that have passed.
Yeah, the baby got to be 16 years old or 15. Because it say Crystal Abelseth, 32, to make monthly child support payments
Ebelseth or something like that.
to John Barnes, the man she alleged raped her back in 2005. So he 46 at this point. She 32 at this point. So the baby got to be in 2005. If she was born 9 months later, we're going to say 2006, 2005, depending on the month. So the baby got to be anywhere between 15 and 16 years old.
So she's definitely able to speak up.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so then that just begs a whole nother question. Like, surely the judge would have to consider.
Yeah, that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder, is there some other things going on too, though? Because I guess I was confused when I read the article. I'm thinking that the child was 5 years old, like right now.
Right now. But no, apparently this is when all of this took place.
So and he is after the DNA test, it does say that he is he's the biological father, which means he definitely had sex with this girl when she was underage. Now I don't know if they're trying to use the point that maybe he didn't have to ask her for no ID because she was in the bar. So then we got to stick on the rape allegations and then was he actually convicted of rape, or you know what I'm saying? What did they do?
Convicted. He was never convicted.
He's never been charged. He's never been charged.
So so when did
she didn't report it until 2015.
Damn, so 10 years later?
So she reported it in 2015. Yeah, and supposedly it was after he found out about the daughter, which she was 5 at the time.
Okay, I see.
Right.
Wow.
So if a court was to just dismiss the whole rape allegation, then you would then you could see how maybe possibly he might get custody of a kid if he's a more stable parent. But my question being, but now they're going to look at the rape allegation. So that's a whole nother situation. But my question is still, in that time period, did he have anything to do with this kid? Because even if we took the rape out of it, some years later, dad comes back in the picture and asks for custody of a kid that he hasn't seen, spoken to, or for years. Would a judge actually give him custody? Does that make sense?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
If he's saying that he just found out about the child.
Still, you don't know the child because the child is now grown, 10 years old at least. So are you going to take a 10-year-old out of there?
Yeah, so it kind of raises a question. It kind of raises some questions.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, this happened in 2005. You reported in 2015. He supposedly found out about the child at 5. The child is 16, and now you guys are having a trial. Now it kind of raises question as to her motives, kind of, if you ask me.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking like, I'm not trying to justify this man because rape is some bullshit. We already had this, this Roe v. Wade situation overturned. But as far as the time that, I mean, like, was it willingly? Like, is this something that she maybe didn't want nobody to know about, or was she really that nervous? Um, like, why it takes 10 years for you to come out and say something, and if it wasn't rape, if it was consensual, we still could do the rape thing because she's still underage. But then that's the question of, how is she in the bar, and am I supposed to ask everybody that I talk to while we in the bar if you're grown or not? Because I'm automatically assuming you're grown since you in here.
I don't know. I'm kind of on
Yeah.
the side of, I want to give the rape as a given. I'm just gonna
So we're gonna say rape.
I'm just gonna give it as a given. I'm just gonna say it was rape. Okay.
Okay.
But my question is, so let's just assume that's the case. But is all this happening because of child support? That's what I feel like all of this is boiled down to. Even if
Because
you
the
had
judge
rape,
ordered her to pay child support?
no, because she tried to get child support from him.
And then it got overturned, and
then he was like, "Oh no, you're gonna try to get child support from me? I'm gonna go get custody of this baby." Like, that's what I feel like. Probably all of this has boiled down to, we would never even hear about this story if the custodial parent, being the mother, didn't decide to go after this man for support. Because that's the only reason why they ended up in court. And while she was there, she was like, "Oh, and by the way, he raped me."
Well,
so it does sound like that's what happened.
I thought so. So when I read it, it said that he didn't know about the child for 5 years. She didn't know how he found out. So he's the one who went and established paternity, though.
But did he establish like visitation? That's my whole point. Like, has he been visiting?
They were they were doing. Also said that they had basically they were doing split custody, and she thought that because he established paternity, she had to allow him to have contact with the child. She also said, it also said in the article that she allegedly said, let's keep saying allegedly, that she allegedly said her lawyer did not tell her of her rights. Like, basically, she did not have to. And so this wouldn't even come about if he wouldn't found out about the child and established paternity. So him not wanting
Okay, so then
but it does
let's
say that he was giving her money.
Okay, so let's play devil's advocate on the other side then. Would a guy that knew he raped a minor go to court to try to get, like, would that happen?
I don't think, I mean, you would have to really think you got a lot of power to do that one.
No,
that's what I would think. I
that.
mean, if I was a guy and I allegedly raped someone and I know that this DNA is going to prove this, I don't think that I don't know.
I'm
I don't think I
I'm
would
glad
be
you
that
said
bold.
that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that as the power situation, because there's a paragraph here which says that the man has, hold on, he has, where did I just see this at? Right here. It says he owns a web company called Gumbex Digital, and is counts the police county that this is happening is, they're actually clients, which means technically it could be some type of cover-up situation where that power comes in, that like he connected. You see what I'm saying? So that could, when you speak on the power situation of it, that could be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? If I got people in high places, I might be able to fix the situation. But I also,
would you even want your name out there as a potential rapist, though?
That's what I was about to say, because I also seen that they said that the Louisiana law states that even if it was consensual, her being 16, it still would be rape because she has to be 17 in order for it to be consensual.
Yeah.
So why would he make that kind of move? That's what makes me think, okay, and I don't know these people, haven't seen them on TV or anything like that, but if he's a sane person, and he knows he did something wrong, it's kind of hard to believe that he would make a fuss. It would be like, here's the money, don't say nothing, we're good, okay, pat the kid on the head and go on about his business. I would think that that's what you would do if you're a person in power person with money, and a person who knows you did something wrong. So that's strange. I don't know.
Unless he's a narcissist and just to show that he can have control. I did just recently watch a movie on Lifetime based on a true story where the guy broke into the young lady's house, he raped her, and then there was a pregnancy as a result of that rape. And once he found out about that child years later, he located her and he did start taking her to court for visitation.
Well,
But
see,
she
but
reported it right
narcissism is not
away.
sanity.
She reported it.
That's why I said if he's sane,
So
because narcissism is not sanity. So that would make sense. If
yeah.
he's not a sane person, then okay. And then even for her, I don't know. I can't
And
wait to see the outcome.
and she stated that she didn't report the rape because she thought that it took only 24 hours to go to the police after such crime. So she figured she couldn't go
Yeah.
until she found out there wasn't no statute of limitations.
And she was a kid. She was 16.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that makes
16. So
I mean, well, the whole point of it is the only thing that I think that could get him off is the fact that they will have to include the bar into it. Because why is she in this bar? Now, after that, she did say she woke up in the bathroom, she was naked, whatever situation. So now we got to prove that situation and go ahead and say the rape did occur. But as far as her being in the bar, if he tried to use the consensual side of it and she's trying to say rape and he's trying to say consensual side, then they have to really prove who was right as far as what the consensual is and what's not. Because then even if they say consensual and then they go into her being 16, he could say, well, why was she in the bar?
Yeah.
So even if they prove that it was consensual, let's just say they prove it. Like, yes, it was consensual. We got videotape. She was all hugging on him, kissing on him. It looks like she was willing to go with this man, la, la, la. And then they say, well, we're going to give you the consensual side of it. Well, now we're going to say, well, she's 16. He still raped her. She was underage. Then he's going to counter with that with saying, well, why was she in the bar?
Yeah. I mean, those are fair
yeah, and
arguments.
it says they were drinking. That's what it said. It said they were at a bar drinking. So when I hear it being stated that way, that sounds like we're at this bar, we're conversating and we're drinking. He offered her a ride home, but he didn't take her home. He took her to his place.
And
Right.
that's going to be the main thing for her. It's like, I told him to take me home. And he took me to her place. And then I woke up in the bathroom. So now we're talking about was she drugged? You know what I'm saying? We got to go into everything now at this point. But it's going to be hard to even figure that out because, that stuff leaves your system at a certain amount of time. So, that's going to
Yeah.
be a difficult
So they can't
situation.
they can't test her blood, to
That was
see
a
how
long
much
time
liquor
ago.
or if there was anything else. Yeah. So
This
I don't
is
know how
crazy.
this one is. Yeah.
But the thing about it, every time a woman is raped, her background comes to the forefront, which isn't right, but it does.
Yeah.
I'm sure in that court case, there's going to be a whole lot of uncovering about what her life was about at 16, why she was in a bar drinking with a 32-year-old man, and whatever that story is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be brought to light. However, that has nothing to do with the fact that he was 32 and she was 16. Just has nothing to do with it. And certainly, even if she was 18 or 21 at the age of consent, that's just not an argument for raping or sleeping with a woman who's passed out. There's no argument for that. So either way, I feel like some form of inappropriate sexual activity had to have taken place. Because a 16-year-old that's passed out drunk on your floor, you're having sex with her, that's a problem. A 21-year-old passed out drunk on your floor, you're having sex with her, that's
a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old. I don't give a damn, man. I'm not.
All of that's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, why were you passed out drunk? That's a whole nother story about why I'm on your bathroom floor passed out, but that's not the point.
Now we both drunk and we active, you know what I'm saying? We just on some drunk, that's one thing. But as far as you just being passed out, like you just lit like that, you just laid there, it's not even fun. Like, what am I doing? Like, that wouldn't even be fun. I don't think that would be fun.
You shouldn't be doing that. So
No.
that says something
Hello,
about him.
Unique. Yeah, it does.
That says something about him. So I don't know.
Well, they said
But
the
you
custody
tell us,
files.
Ms. Londa, when you continue watching and following this story, you definitely got to keep us updated on what happens.
I am. I'm going to be following it. The trial starts on July 15th, so I'm going to be following it
Okay.
all the way until yeah. All
Are
right.
they
So
going to be doing it live? Like, is it like Johnny Depp and Amber?
um
Probably not.
that's
You're
a
gonna
good
have to keep it up
question.
yourself. I would say no because we're talking
Yeah, I'm
about
probably just gonna yeah.
we're talking about the government, man. They always trying to
Right.
they'll keep their stuff under wraps. If it's something that the people want to see that the people love, like celebrities and stuff like that, of course they're gonna put it on TV because
Right.
it's entertainment. But when we talk about one of ours, yeah, we probably
They're
want to try and
not.
keep this under wraps. We don't want you guys to see this.
This
So we
isn't
got to
one of
keep it.
ours though.
No, she's a
No,
Caucasian.
I'm speaking in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Regular
speaking on
people.
this side.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I'm
Okay.
speaking. I'm speaking from the side of the government. If he got people in high places, you know what I'm saying, they not gonna put one of theirs on the big screen like that. They gonna try and, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They gonna try and keep it under.
So what was the other one, Miss Londa?
Okay, so the other one is this guy is basically blaming women for men being on the down low.
Okay, and how are we responsible?
I I don't understand how we're responsible for you being deceitful and not being honest. We're the blame because even if you admit that you're bi because they say they're not gay, so bi, and we decide that we don't want to date a bi man, this is why y'all feel y'all need to hide it. That the word preference isn't in the dictionary for no reason. You're entitled to your preference. So I can accept you being bi, gay, or whatever you want to call it. But if I choose that I don't want to be with a man who dates other men, that is my preference, and I am not wrong for that.
So his point was that we're responsible for them being on the down low because we won't date them if we knew the truth. That's basically what he's
Because
saying.
yeah, as soon as they tell us that, we're turned off and this and that. Well, of course, I don't want to kiss you in the mouth and your mouth been on balls. I'm sorry. Just
I
saying.
guess we're just going to have to take responsibility for that because I know I don't want, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't want to date anybody that sleeps with men. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything, again, that's my preference. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay, so
I'm
I ain't
sure
trying
if
to
you're a gay guy, you don't want to date me. I'm not offended by that.
I ain't trying to take up on this man's side because I don't think that a person should be on the down low. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Right.
you should definitely do what you feel, and somebody out there gonna accept you. I definitely feel that. But I just want to piggyback off of what you just said. Now, you guys don't have to answer it on a personal level, but there is some females out here who have decided to go and do some freaky shit with a whole nother female, right?
Yeah.
And so to piggyback off of what you
Yeah.
just said, you don't want to date nobody who has messed with another man. If
Right.
a female go out here and talk to
Mhm.
another female and she done dibble dabbled on all these men and then decide, you know what I'm saying? That's almost the
Right.
same thing, technically.
It is the same
Yeah, it
thing. But
is.
as
It
a man,
is.
you
And
have
if
the
a man
choice of saying,
decides
I
that
don't
you've
want to
been
date a
yeah,
girl who sleeps with
yeah,
other women. That's your choice. And that's fair.
yeah.
But
That's fair.
I do not feel like I don't feel like
Most
women
men don't
are
care about that, though. I've
correct. I for sure because we think it's beautiful as far as woman on woman. We think that shit is like sent from
Right.
heaven. Like only time we get mad
Right.
is if you don't invite us. Like you know what I'm saying. Like hold on, we ain't allowed in. Like you know what I'm saying. Other than that, like you know what I'm saying, we ain't really got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying. But no, I don't think that.
I've been watching on YouTube. I usually only watch Judge Judy, but here lately, Catfish has come up on my YouTube line, and I've been watching a lot of episodes of that. And I actually saw an episode where a guy was trying to hook up with a girl that was a trans girl. And when he finally met her, she had told him that she was not actually trans, that she was born female. And he didn't like her after that. And she got offended. I was like, dude, that's his preference. Everybody's got their preference.
I don't
I
feel.
don't think anybody should be mad at me or you or anybody else for having whatever they're, you know. their preferences. That's cool.
I don't feel like
Yeah.
a transgender woman or transgender man can't claim to be whatever they want to claim to be. If you want to walk around claiming that you're a woman, I have no problem with that. But you should definitely give somebody your background. But I definitely don't understand the point of where I have seen these people say, "Oh, I'm a full woman, I'm a full woman, or I'm a full man." Like I don't get that. Like how if you was birthed or born with these male or female parts, then that's what you is from the start. Like now you can walk around and claim whatever you want. But
Right.
come on, man.
But people have the right to know so that they can make an informed decision. And so
And
this
then,
guy,
and then as soon as the person say that they don't want to be with you because
right?
it's
So
like,
this
hold on,
guy
I'm
was
still a
mad
woman.
at
Like, no,
us.
you're not. Not to me, like you're not a woman. Like, no. I don't care
So you
what
can't
change
be
you
mad
got.
at people for saying they're not interested in you if your sexual appetite goes outside of their scope. And like Unique is saying there, you know, clearly he is hurt because he wants the best of both worlds. But you got to understand that in any kind of like sexual orientation, your choices are limited. If you're a heterosexual male that only likes heterosexual females, your choices are limited because there's this many heterosexual females. If you're a lesbian and you like women, your choices are limited. There's only going to be this amount of lesbians. You know what I mean? Nobody should be mad about
Well,
that.
so I watched the video because
Don't-
Miss Londa sent me the video, sent me the link to the video, so I definitely watched it for the sake of her show, so I won't be just sitting here. And he definitely was basically saying like his issue was that he don't want to tell the woman that he's bisexual because they're not going to let him be bisexual. They're just going to come out and say he gay. He had told a story where basically he was dancing with some girl and he was feeling her. He was liking her or whatever. But then he had told his people to go holler at her. And she was like, "Ain't he gay?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, like I can't be in between. Like it's either one or the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he basically was saying that females want to allow a man to, you know, be themselves as much as a man would allow a woman to be themselves, and he was having a problem with that. And I felt it because as far as the men on men situation go, we know that's where a lot of diseases come from. You know what I'm saying? So for a woman to even try and protect herself on that level, I could definitely feel it because you run around here doing all this stuff with these dudes and then bringing it back to this woman. And I always had a problem with that, especially when I be hearing stories about dudes coming home from jail and hearing the stories about them being on a dollar in jail and then bringing it back out here to the women and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you got to share these women. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that shit. You got to let motherfuckers know what you're doing. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't think that no man should be down low. I think it's. I see they had some interviews on the link that she sent me as well, where it was a couple females on there who was like, shit, they don't care. Like, shit, if you into me, you into me. If you don't want to talk to no men no more, you don't. But there was also another woman who was on there who made like logical sense, and she was like, it's not the fact that I have a problem with it. It's the fact that if you had a female best friend and you want to be out till 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna think that y'all fucking. So if you got a male best friend and you like male too, and y'all out till 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna think that y'all fucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? So either way, I guess. So I get it, but I just don't think that. I don't think that no man should be DL. I think that if that's what you want to do it. Like that's how I feel. Like, shit, do what the fuck you want to do, man. Don't worry about what nobody else talking about.
The whole point of dating is to get to know people and for people to tell you honestly what they like and what they don't like, right? That's the whole point. So if you tell me that you like, you know, I don't know, freaking blue and you want all your furniture to be blue in your house, I know you're not the guy for me, right? And I can say no. If you tell me that you like to have sex with men, I know that's not for me.
Correct.
So I should be able to say you're not the guy for me. And I don't think I just can't understand why anybody would be upset about that. It's like, why can't we choose who we want to be with and the type of sexual appetite? I mean, what if you tell me that you're into little girls?
Oh shit.
Like, am I supposed to be accepting that?
Am I supposed to be accepting of that?
You know,
people just gotta they gotta be honest with themselves. That's the whole thing. People just feel like everybody should be on their team no matter what their choice.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Because we all know that it's somebody out here for everybody, man.
Everybody.
I'm
right.
sure there are females.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've seen in interviews that there was females who was like, cool. Like, shit, that's what you did in your past, or you know, so that's what you with. I have no problem with it. And then there was females who was like, no, I ain't fucking around. So it's like, I don't think that we can blame women for dudes being DL because it's somebody out there. Like, nigga, somebody gonna take it.
Well, let's just take the bisexual and the gay out of it. It's just no different from somebody wanting to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with them, but they feel because they're attracted to that person and they like that person should want to be with them too. So it's no different.
It is no different.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I have a problem with threesomes with two dudes and a female. I'm not trying to be in the same room with another dude, and you ain't got to even be touching on each other. Like, I just ain't really trying to do that. And it's not even that I'm not confident or nothing. It's just the fact that I just don't want to see. It might turn me off. Like, I look up and see this man shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to do nothing no more because I done looked at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even the fact that I'm not confident in myself. It's just that, why do I want to be another man while I'm all aroused and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel it. But I don't think that there's people out there that ain't into it, because I done seen females who want two men at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Who with that? A
lot of people are into it.
You know what I'm saying?
So he got plenty to choose from. Like, he's got a big ocean out there of people that are totally accepting of that lifestyle.
Yeah, you can't blame that shit.
Just the ones that are not, you got to be able to say, okay, well, then I'll just move on to the next, because there's plenty of people out there with different opinions on sex and sexual appetites and relationships and how they should work and all that other good stuff. I just like one-on-one.
So
I don't want no extras in my relationship. Nothing extra.
So Unique says his desire is one thing, but cheating is cheating. Open relationship is open relationship. You cannot expect a woman to be okay with being with you and someone else, period.
I mean, you can, but like you have to.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can, but it won't be Tanza.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got females who okay with it being, what she's saying, open relationship. You can expect them to be okay with it, but you can't expect to find somebody to be okay with it, is what I would say.
You can't expect everybody to be
right. You can't expect everybody to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't just blame black women, because I think that's what he was really stating, was black women, because
he did say black women.
I think he was really, he just said, he definitely said black women. But I think what he nervous about, from the way he was speaking on, I think what he nervous about is the downfall that he might get from it. You know what I'm saying? That soon as she say that he like other men, she instantly gonna call him gay and not bi.
Right.
And then he gonna have to walk around everywhere and everybody just call him gay. Oh, that nigga gay, that nigga gay. And I think that's what his problem with it is. Like,
but what was confusing also for me is he said likes twat better than he likes butt.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
That's true. What he said.
So
that's what was confusing for me.
So he just didn't want to be identified as gay. And I do know that it is a mindset for a lot of heterosexual people that if you are attracted to or have sex with the same sex, that's just gay. And
yeah, right. The fact, unless it's a woman,
do both sexes is still, and that's all we see.
Well, I mean, and that's unless it's a woman, because if I know a female and I know she talked to other females and she like to deal with other females, but I like her, I'm not gonna be like, oh, she gay. Like, especially if I know she didn't talk to men either. But if I know a dude and I know he didn't talk to 10 females, I find out he messed with one male, I'm instantly gonna say gay. I mean, it ain't gonna be nobody. Like, I can call a female, but and that's probably a bad thing. I'm not gonna say it's not.
It is right, and I can see why he wouldn't like that. I think that's just, it's our way of excluding you from like our possibilities.
Yeah, like,
maybe that's what it is.
Once you cross that track,
you're either on this side or this side. So like, if this is
that's only for the men.
and you do both, there's no jump. It's not jumping rope. It's like
only for the male. Only for the male. For the female, y'all can jump rope. For the female, y'all
I
can
don't
jump.
even think or at least for me, not even for a girl. If a girl dabbles, if she says she's bi, that still to me means.
I don't think it's no man in this world that's gonna be like, oh, you talk to other females. Oh, I can't rock
That's a
with you.
man's point of view, though.
I don't
That's a
think it's that's
man's
what I'm
point of
saying,
view.
though. That's what I'm saying. So on the man's point of view as well, we're gonna say, oh, you jumped that track, you gay. But as we look at the female, we're gonna be like, you ain't fully gay. You know what I'm saying? And on the female side, they're gonna look at the female and be like, oh, you're a lesbian, or you're not fully gay, you're bi. But then when they see a man do it, they're gonna do the same exact thing most of the time. Like, you fully gay, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't come back. You know, it's over with. So I think that's
girls
probably
might be a little bit more judgmental about that. You're right.
Man, we both gonna be judged. We gonna both sit here and talk about dudes. We don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how many females he been with. Dude like dudes. Period.
Yeah. That's what.
So he should be more worried about the men, and that's what I was thinking too. Like, you're blaming women, but you should be more worried about the men.
Yeah,
coming at you.
Now, if he would have said that, if he would have said I blame men and especially black men, I'd agree with him. Like, yeah, you about right. You about right on that because we ain't letting you slide like dude like butt. Period. That's what we gonna say. Hey, I heard this joke, man. That dude said.
Wait. What kind of is this gonna be an offensive joke? Boom.
No.
Okay, go.
No. He said, I don't do it to my girl in the butt because last thing I want to go to jail hooked on is some butt. So I felt him fully on that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't get down like that either. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but I don't think that he could blame black women for that. I think he should more or less blame the black men because we judge it for sure.
Yeah.
But I think as a woman, you have to remember that for most women, not all, clearly we've already said all women are different, right? But we're very conscious because that's something we take you into our bodies, right? We're taking you in. And we already have some level of consciousness knowing that we're taking in you and whatever 500 females you've already slept with or are continuing to sleep with. So the idea that we're taking you in with all the women and the men's, that's
a lot. That's a lot
to take into my body. That's a lot.
It is.
So I don't.
So what you saying? We could just rinse it off? Y'all don't got the option to rinse off like we do? Is that what you saying? Because I mean, technically, all the 500 rinsing off.
See, but y'all get to rinse off. Y'all not taking us in like that. We taking you in. That's a whole different level. So what we choose to bring in I don't want to bring in George if I haven't met George. I
mean, they just need to have their own community on that side. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? They want to be street thugs.
But they do. That's the thing.
That's the thing. They don't be like most of those men don't be wanting the men that's that way too. They want straight men or they want to be with a women on the side.
But he ain't straight if he doing if they find a dude that's supposedly straight.
No, I said
he ain't straight.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. That's true. No matter how you put it.
He ain't straight.
But the thing is that I feel like honestly, y'all know how like we talk about, the black community and you'll have white people talking about, well, what about our heritage and what about our right? And then you look at them like they're crazy because you like run the world and everything is about you. So don't be mad at me because I'm like proud of myself and my culture and all that other good stuff. I feel like that's what the LGBTQ community is like. They've got a huge community with tons of supporters all over the place. I feel like now being a heterosexual person is the minority. And nobody's like standing up for us.
That might be facts.
Like, bruh, I'm not hating on you and what you do. Why you mad at? Like, it feels like that. It feels like that a lot.
I am seeing this whole uproar of the transgender people.
That community is huge.
And they running shit for real. I ain't gonna lie. They running shit.
Stuff. Hey. We better not say nothing. which
They
I don't have
already.
a problem with. So
They feel,
it
I don't like
bothers
that they
me that
can.
they have a problem with
I
heterosexual.
do. I don't like the fact that they feel like they can compete with whatever gender they decide that they want to be. I feel like
Oh no, I don't have a problem with that.
I do because I mean, listen, we're gonna take a grown like okay, like Dave Chappelle said. What if for whatever reason LeBron James just decide that he want to be female and go play in the WNBA? Like, come on, man, that's cheating. That's cheating. You're not gonna tell me that's not cheating because he want to say he a female, throw on
Yeah,
the wig.
because
I get you.
you got to
That's
look
that.
at
That's
men are stronger than women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
That's
come on,
cheating.
like.
Oh, and that's because he want to go and just dominate the NBA. He gonna be averaging 100 points, 100 rebounds, 100 assists. He gonna have all that in the first quarter. Like, come on, that is cheating. You're not about to tell me that this man decided that he want to be female today and go run and dominate. That's bullshit, bro. I'm not. I can't.
But we talked about that before, and I was in agreement with you, Boom, on that because I do feel like there should be a different, like
League.
a league for that because that is true. There are some things that physically men are just more capable than women are. Their muscular build is different, and that doesn't change with. I mean, they
And then
give
they
them
still have to be, and
that,
then they
but
still have to be broken to categories because if
yeah,
a female decided that she wanted to be a man or
then she
identify as a
can't compete
man,
with the. Yeah, she
she
can't.
still couldn't. She still couldn't play football against a man that's identifying as a female. They still
Right.
have to have them. So I don't know, man.
Right. I
They
don't
will
know
have
how
to
to
figure
do
it out.
that. Now
But
that I don't know how to do.
I
But
tell you this though, they league will go crazy because they backup. They have so much backup that they'll be getting all kinds of plays and videos and commercials and whatever else they want. They gonna get it. So
that
the
is
league is
crazy.
crazy. That is
Okay.
crazy.
Okay, so Unique says that's why I said he was speaking from a hurt place. A black woman hurt his feelings and he was addressing that person more than anything. He wanted validation. He made it more than a topic. I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a fact.
But
He
And
what
kind of
is
then
taking it there.
straight men are prey? But this thing that Char is saying down there at the bottom, Miss Londa, what is that?
okay, give me 1 second here.
Char is saying.
Yeah, Saucy Santana. Who the
This
hell is
is
Saucy
what
Santana?
yeah, he just so Saucy, hold on, let me pull it up.
Gay men are the blueprint of a woman.
This
I
is
don't
I
what
get
thought
you.
Saucy
I thought
Santana just recently said. Now,
I
Saucy
thought women were
Santana
the
is
blueprint for,
Instagram. He's big on Instagram.
but I thought women were the blueprint for gay men. I mean,
That's what I would think.
how could it be the opposite? How could it be the opposite?
Maybe like, because women go to gay men to get the hair did or go to them for dress tips. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't personally because I don't need no dress tips. I have my own dress tips and whatever. I don't know. I don't know why he said that
I do know
or why he
that
feels
women
that way.
love to be around gay men. We do.
That's for drama, though.
And
That's so y'all can find out what straight man is
and I
dibble
was just gonna say they try to confide in a lot of women try to confide in gay men. A lot of women look to gay men to let them know for them to tell them if their man is on the down low. Me, I don't trust either one. First of all, I'm not gonna confide in a gay man because they hella messy. And I don't need to come to you. There's always red flags. I don't need you to tell me so.
So I have a couple of gay men friends, or have had a few over the years. Never have I had flamboyant gay men as friends. They've always been like it would be hard pressed for you to know that they were gay. Like flags don't just automatically go up. But the reason why I enjoyed those friendships is because they gave me the testosterone feel I needed. So they still had like the sense of like a man, but I also knew that they were not interested in me. It's hard for women to form friendships with men because there's always that underlying like, oh, is he just trying to, So I think they were a safe place, but they can also give you,
Yeah.
it's true, boy.
Now, let me ask you this question. Did you have a man when you had these gay friends?
Yes, I did.
What?
I did, but we didn't hang like they were literally just friends of mine. We didn't hang out all the time or anything like that.
All right.
The flamboyant gay guys, I didn't have a lot of friends like that. And in my lifetime, there's only been 2 of my friends that were gay, but they were all very, very like.
And your man was cool with it. He didn't have an issue.
No.
Man.
No.
I would.
I mean, but why though? Because I actually had some gay friends. They actually dressed. They dress like women. And the guy that I was with at the time, he had an issue with it. But they're my friends regardless. I am not going to disown my friends because why are you worried about them anyway? Go play football or basketball or something.
I would be cool with that. If you got you a man friend and he want to be all dressed up like a woman and all that, okay, I'm like, okay, that's your friend. I'm gonna let you have that. But this dude, she said that the dude, her gay friends, you could barely know.
They looked like straight guys, but and you're right, Boom. My partner wasn't cool with it, but like you said, Miss Londa, that hasn't got nothing to do with who's my friend and who's not.
Okay, so then when I start coming around with these females who dress like females,
no, it wasn't like I hit them though. It wasn't like I hit them.
That's what I'm saying though, and that's what I'm saying. Right. So when I start coming around with these females who act and dress and talk normal, and you wouldn't know that they was gay, and I say, well, they gay. Don't worry about it. Go watch Love and Hip Hop. She gay. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a problem with it.
But it sounds like you're assuming that we was hanging out all times of night and
I would definitely make an ass out of myself. I definitely would make an ass out. Hold on, this nigga, he dressed more. He did. No. Something going on.
No. It wasn't like we had all these private like date nights with my gay friend. It wasn't like that. I'm not.
Man, something going on. I don't give a damn what you talking about.
Friends of mine.
Keep your FaceTime on. I don't give a damn what football you telling me to go watch. Keep your FaceTime on. And keep it all up. I need to see. I need to know.
Of course. I didn't hide them. They all came to the barbecue.
Only way I ain't gonna care if it was Miss Londa's friend who was in the dresses. Then I'm gonna let y'all go have y'all day. Y'all, and if they want to come over and chill, I ain't gonna have a problem with that either. But you talking about
we're talking about why women like gay men as friends. Okay, not whether or not their men like them having gay friends.
Yeah, whatever. we ain't doing that. I'm just saying.
Yes, just like Unique just said.
I'm reading.
I believe we as women gravitate to gay men because they want to be like women so much that we just being who we are, having conversation, fun, and mainly which is funny. We have the same interests.
And they're not trying to sleep with you.
Y'all not about to let us slide like that. I don't give a damn. Oh, she just want to watch football. She just coming over to watch the game. Like, I know you at work, but she just over here watching TV. Oh, we want to play the Xbox today. That's all we was doing. She into the same thing I'm into. That's what y'all not about to let that shit ride. I'm not hearing that. Y'all might not even let it ride with a stud. Y'all still gonna try and probably say, no.
He ain't after your woman. Okay? He ain't after her. I promise. The gay guy ain't after her.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
We just sat here and heard it out.
We are not going to get a real man to have certain type of conversations with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be a struggle for them.
Because some men it's that man code. You know,
you got some dudes out here who got some feminine ways, man. Who fully completely straight. Like only talk to females. Like, you know what I'm saying? Probably ain't never touched a dude in their life. I'm 100%, but they got that shit. They don't mind sitting back watching Love and Hip Hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't mind watching the Bad Girls Club or shit like that. Like it's dudes out here like that's not gay. That just probably watch the shows with you. And then you'll talk to your man and he'll be like, hell no, I ain't watch no Love and Hip Hop. But you'll talk to him and he'll be like, oh shit, I watch that every day. That shit is entertainment. So you know what I'm saying? It's like you might get that conversation out of this straight dude. Like, so I'm just saying, like, I don't know. They be having the same interest. Now, he might not be able to tell you what shades of makeup he like, but he might tell you the shades of makeup that he wants you to wear. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, he might be able to go ahead and talk to you about some makeup. Y'all couldn't have a conversation with me about makeup because I don't know. And I don't look at it like that. I'm like, I don't even like women wearing makeup. But it's some dudes out here be like, yeah, girl, this you wear this. I bet that'll go with you. I like how this look on you. I like so you know what I'm saying? It depends. Like it depends. There's some dudes out here who got some of that same interest. Like me,
you're not putting up with it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, y'all not doing that. It's over with. Nope.
Love having a straight guy on this. Love having the alpha male syndrome pop in on the podcast. Love it.
Coming through. Y'all not getting that option. No. No. Hell no. No. And them niggas be having connections.
Not having.
They be having the most connections. Man, y'all fuck around and get a free flight to Jamaica or some shit. No. Hell no. No.
I know y'all got one more to discuss, Miss Londa. I'm gonna beg off for the night. It was good talking to you.
Okay.
Boom.
You too, Miss Thompson.
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining. Okay, so you guys, our next one is about the young man who allegedly killed his ex-boyfriend because he didn't want to be outed for being on the down low.
Hold on. I need you to clarify that real quick. He killed his ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, allegedly.
So
because he didn't want him to reveal that, because I guess, they're still investigating. I can send you the link, but I guess they're still investigating. But he allegedly killed his ex-boyfriend because he didn't want him to reveal that they were having a relationship. Let me send you that right quick.
Yeah, send it to me because from what that sounds like, it's like, I mean, I done heard a lot of people like, I see it all the time. Don't post your boyfriend because then people be all in your business and nobody needs to know about our relationship. So, because, I mean, how can you have a relationship with a person and not?
It's possible. I mean, even if you're not, on the low. I mean, there's men that kick it with women and want they shit on the low because they got other shit going on.
So okay. So dude must have caught extra feelings and dude wanted to go ahead and like, no, fuck that and killed him.
I don't know.
That's true. Women definitely are worse. They are definitely worse when they come to female friends. They be having, that's true too.
Hell yeah.
Nah, dude, and killed his fling, killed his sneaky link. Basically, that's what he done did.
Little sneaky link.
Oh my god.
Okay, here it is. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, here we go. Sent it.
You sent to my Facebook?
Yeah.
I got it right now. All right, I'm looking at it right now. Deja Monet, a North Philadelphia man, shot and killed his boyfriend and then burned the remains to prevent the victim from exposing their relationship. God damn.
Yeah.
Burnt the remains. So now, so before I even go deeper into this, basically he finna go sit down with a whole bunch of other dudes. So he just
probably they gonna get him just because he did that and he could have just been honest. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they gonna get him because obviously he into it. Shit, like I mean, what the hell? You about to go where they do it at anyways, So he done put himself in a position, man. Rest in peace to dude, because regardless of his sexuality, that's fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, so she says he was about to out him. He didn't want people to know he was sleeping with men. But this is why I don't know. I don't know. It's like just be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be real. What are you scared of? I mean, was obviously he probably had a woman. That's what it sounds like. He probably had a woman somewhere.
Well, I do say right here, Pratt dated men and women, but didn't want Johnson to reveal their relationship publicly. Um, Johnson's grandmother, Cynthia Johnson, said that last saw grandson on Friday 17th after he called an Uber and then left their family home in West Philadelphia. She didn't know where he was going and reported him missing after he didn't return home the following day. Johnson's friends told her that he was in a relationship with the man who used the nickname 29th Street Rich. Oh, so this dude was in the hood.
Yeah, and he was portraying. It sounded like he must have been portraying to be this hard, tough boy, but on the low, low, sleeping with men.
So is he caught? Did they catch him or what?
No, because it's like there's a 1-800 number there to the police. So I don't. According to what I read for now, no, he hasn't been. But who knows if they've updated it?
Well, this comment definitely I caught my eye. This comment this lady said on here, she said, moral of the story, stop dating people privately that don't want the public to be known about. If you're ashamed of who you're with, then leave them alone and stop using them for your own desires.
And that's what it be. Because I honestly, I feel like a lot of men that are on the down low, I feel like they date women for convenience. That's just my personal opinion. That's how I
Just for like
feel.
the status, put them on a certain level, huh?
For like pro- a woman's gonna keep a home, all of that. A lot of men can lay up on a lot of different women. Ain't no man finna let no another man lay up on them. I don't give a damn if they is in that type of relationship.
He said he got caught up in the P Valley life. Hey, you know what? I don't know if that's something wrong with me or something, man, but I probably watched like two, maybe three of those shows from the beginning. I tried to sit back and watch it with my lady. I watched a few of them, but that show just it just got too much for me. Like I couldn't go further than about three shows. I think three shows, maybe two and a half. I don't know if I finished the complete third one, but I don't know how far. I just kept hearing about it, and my lady wanted to watch it, so I tried to watch it with her. I just that I couldn't get too much into that show because to see dude walk around with a full beard and the wig on, that shit was
I,
just like,
I don't understand that. If you're gonna dress up like a woman, do it all the way.
yeah,
Shave
I
the
can't.
beard and the mustache. You got on a whole beautiful ass lace front, and here you and lashes and eyes and all this, and then you got a damn beard and a mustache. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, so
It
it
does.
was
It
like
just
it
throws
was
everything
confusing.
off.
And I don't like to push, like you know what I'm saying. I was watching this show called The Afterlife, and it has a woman on there who is actual male, like you know what I'm saying. But the show good as fuck. It ain't just about a gay person, you know what I'm saying. It's just an actual show, so I could watch that, like you know what I'm saying. I have no problem with seeing that show, but to sit here and watch a person like this, what the whole point of the show is, like it damn near seemed to me like it was just about down low men. I guess that's what the show is about, and strippers. I don't know. Like I guess that's what it was about. Because I seen the stripping part and I couldn't understand the whole even stripping part of it. Like, cause the girl that was going to be a stripper, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't watch enough of the show to understand it, but I know the girl was going to be trying to be a stripper for whatever odd reason, and she was getting checked by this woman dude who was, I guess, the owner of the strip bar. I guess the strip bar
Hmm.
is P Valley, right? I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't watch. I think I watched about one or two episodes like you did the first season, and I couldn't get into it. Yeah, some of them do be looking better than women. They be having that nice smooth skin. That's what be throwing me off. And then they'll be dressed from head to toe, have a nice ass lace front, makeup be on point, and then now you standing here with a damn beard. It makes no sense.
I did.
Literally.
I will come out and say that I had to question my sexuality at one point, and I had to go look and talk to a couple people because it was this person who I really thought was a woman, and she's a superstar. You probably know her. I think her name is Sydney Starr, and I thought that was a
Yeah,
female.
I agree with you. Sydney Star really does. If I didn't know from her being on, TV, and I seen Sydney Star walking down the street, I would literally think that Sydney Star, she looks like one of like literally, she looks like a
a
real
full
female.
female. So I had to ask somebody like first because it came out with the Chinky situation. You know what I'm saying? Because before the Chinky situation, they had them all over World Star. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole bunch of dudes around them, and they was showing different pictures and all that other stuff. And I'm like, damn, she thick as hell. Like you know what I'm saying? But then when the situation actually came out, she was even denying it. Like, I don't know what people talking about because they do the same thing with Michelle Obama. They did the same thing with Serena. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I
Yeah.
don't know what people talking about. I don't know what people talking about. So when it actually came out, it was like, hold on, like I said that about this person, like. So I had to like Google, like you know what I'm saying. Like, am I tripping? Like you know what I'm saying. But a lot of times you just it's like if you know
There
type
are
situation.
some, yeah, there are some that really do. Like the one who just ousted Benzino. I saw that
Yeah,
interview. She looked
I
like a
seen
real
that.
for
I
real
seen that.
female too.
I seen that person. I think you would be able to tell. I can't. I
You think
That
so?
person I seen. Yeah. Like for instance, the Orange is the New Black person. I knew for a fact from even starting off with that show that was um a man or born a man. I knew that for a fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was able to completely tell, like, you know what I'm saying? And when I seen the Benzino situation, I couldn't understand how he didn't know. Like, it's like it comes to a point where you start looking at all the extraness of a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a female is not gonna
Well,
be
actually, she didn't say that he didn't know. She actually said he did know, but that he was
mm.
interested in sleeping with a transgender is what she said in the interview.
Hey, I heard the voicemails too. Did you hear the voicemails?
No, I didn't finish watching the interview.
Man, I
I
heard
ain't
him
so no.
crying. I heard him crying on her voicemail. Young Buck did the same thing, but he actually went to the hotel, so they got him on video. But I heard Benzino crying, like, man, you know what this gonna do and how this gonna affect me and blah blah blah. So I think he knew for a fact. He just didn't want it to be out there, and now he's trying to act as if he
Yeah.
didn't know. I don't know, man. Like, I guess when you at a
But
statue on
this
his
is
level,
yeah, this
go
is
ahead.
what I be saying about people with statue on his level. Like y'all be knowing like if these people can roast you, so why even put yourself in that predicament?
Especially
Why?
if you care. Now, if you don't care, then do what you do. But if you
Right.
care, then I don't know. Because even with him, like shit, if that's what you like, listen, if I put myself in Benzino position and that's what I actually like, me, you, and Miss Tanza was just talking about how strong their community is. So nigga, your shit gonna boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't get up anyways. You might as well just go ahead and do what you do. Shit, your shit gonna boom
Right.
anyways. Like, I don't know why you would be. I don't know, man. I don't know why people don't. They wait till they get caught up and then want to try and be in denial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't want
Mhm.
nobody to know, you don't want nobody to know. But if you got caught up, then just accept the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now don't get it twisted. You got these clout chasers. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Benzino is
That's true.
enough of a.
But when you
I don't
got
think.
text messages and voicemails and shit to back you up, like that's a whole although they got apps and shit where you can fake text messages, but I don't know.
I don't think Benzino is enough of a clout. Got enough clout for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, use him. Like maybe if it was like a Lil Wayne, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, a Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? Then I
Yeah.
could be like, okay, maybe a motherfucker lying. Like they just want to try and get some clout off of these people. But Benzino, like I don't think Benzino, man. I don't think he had that. I think that was real, and bro just didn't want to get caught up, man. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my whole moral to all these topics, other than the rape topic, um, and be you. God damn, bro. Just be you, man. Just be
Yeah,
you.
just be honest and be real. There are people out there that accept things that and are on the same level as you. You cannot go to somebody who's not on that level and want to force them to be on that level and be mad about it. You can't.
And don't you think that the person would feel like out of place? Like if this ain't really what I want, but I want to be accepted. So you know what I'm saying? I decide that I want to be in. I'm gonna go to the bars and kick it with all the niggas because I want people to accept me like that. But at the end of the day, you don't even look at yourself like that. Like so, you really just like fake all the way around. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just go where you fucking want to be
Mhm.
yourself. Just go be yourself, and it's so many places out here that people can just go be themselves. I don't know why you don't just go there and be the man or
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. it's kind of like boom. You know how men like a chase. You know how they say men like a chase. So when a man is at a woman and she giving them the chase, maybe that's what it is for them. I don't know. But Unique says some men will stick anything that's willing to allow them. I believe some men can't get a woman. But also, I agree with her on that. But I also, when we're speaking on the whole little Benzino thing, and maybe other men too, I think honestly, I think it's a fascination or a fetish for some men to want to see how it is to sleep with a transgender. I'm dead ass serious. I think it's a fetish.
Only
It's
thing I
no
can get
different
out
than
of it.
them. It's no different than them wanting to see how it is sleeping with, the little people. The little people.
No, that's big different because listen, I ain't gonna lie.
It's still a
I haven't
fetish.
came
It's
across.
still a fetish.
I, I'm about to say because I haven't came across any little person yet that I've seen with my own eyes that I would want to touch. But I done seen some across this internet that's been thick as hell. I'm like, I wonder how it'd be to lift that little motherfucker up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can understand the fetish side of it. But only thing that I can see the fetish side as far as wanting to be with a transsexual, where the men's ideology comes in at it, is what the females say about talking to other females. I've heard plenty of females say that they only dealt with females because the female knows exactly what a female wants. So maybe a man don't want another physical man touching on him, but when he get the chance to get, I guess what they would call both sides, then maybe that's how he would think of it. Like, I want to try this transsexual because maybe she could do the things that, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing that I could see out of it because like I said, I heard a lot of
I
females say
mean, think about it.
females females
If you had
can do
a
things that
thing
other
and you
men
got
can't.
it, think about it. If you had a thing and you got it transformed into that, you don't think there's some men out here that's curious to see, I wonder, does this feel like a real cooch? You know what I'm saying? You don't think that some men think like that?
I won't see why. Like, I couldn't see why. Like, if that's the case, I would just go. Why would I want to? I mean, I don't. Why would I want to wonder?
You wouldn't, because you can't think like that because you're not on that level. But we're talking
But
about a
I'm
man
trying
that,
to be unbiased. I'm trying to be unbiased at this point. I'm just like that's
okay, take
like
that out of
listen.
equation. Have you ever just said, I want to try something that I ain't never tried before?
Right, that's
You
what I was about to
wonder
say.
how
Like,
what the experience
so
would
that's my
be.
thing. Like, if I wanted to try anal, I'm not gonna say, well, let me go try and find a man. Like, a female would have that I need to try it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't see why I would need to go try another man unless that's what I actually wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could find a female out here who likes the anal situations. So why would I be like, oh, I wanted to try anal so bad, I wouldn't have found a man. You know what I'm saying? That's like, why would I want to see? Oh, I just want to see what it feels like, even though I just want to know what it feels like now that you done got your private cut off. Now I want to see what it
To
feels like.
see if it's a real. So okay, so when they get that cut off, are they giving them a cooch? Is that, I'm thinking that's what they're trying to see, and they're wondering, is it really a cooch?
Women gives off wetness. I don't now listen, I don't know the story. I don't know how it goes when a person gets transformed, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you probably still got to use some type of lubricant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you? I mean, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it.
I
I don't get it. I don't get it. I
I
don't
don't
get it. Like,
know. I'm just
either
saying.
you
I
like
I
it or
think
you
when it
don't.
comes to certain men and transgenders, I kind of feel like certain men want to have this experience with transgenders, like to see
Can we
how
just
it
give it up
is,
to?
what's different.
Can we? Can we just give it up to just men just can be freaks? Like, it could just be some freaky ass men out here, and that's just what they do. I can go there with it. Like, it's just, and sometimes they don't want everybody to know how freaky they is because they might be put in the bunch of book or put in the category of, oh, you nasty. Maybe he not nasty. Maybe the nigga just freaky. Like, you know what I'm saying? I give it to that. That's what I'll say. It's just some freaky ass men out here who be willing to try anything just because they sexually freaky. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't see no other reason but a person doing something because they like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't like
No, not
cranberry
because
sauce.
they like it, because they want to see how
Or
it
because
is.
they interested. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't like cranberry sauce, but in order for me not to know that I don't like cranberry sauce, I had to try it. You feel me? But I really can't even use that analogy because I haven't tried no men and I don't like men. So I guess I can't use
Yeah,
that
and
analogy.
I haven't tried chitlins because they smell like shit.
You know what? I ate some chitlins before and they actually good, but they do stink, so I don't eat them. But they was actually good though, especially with some
There's a
hot sauce.
question. There's a question for you.
You know what? I'm gonna go with.
Don't lie. A lot of men do, so don't even lie.
I'm gonna go with. It depends on my age. At this point, it's not something that I'm looking forward to. But if I get married with a woman or something and she want to just be all freaky, that's probably about as far as I'm gonna go. Now when we get to this penetration situation and all that, I probably won't. But if that's what she want to do, I might let her do it. Fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, it definitely depends on what position I'm about to be in and all that. But I might let her do it. Like, fuck it. Shit, it's my woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But, and I'm damn sure ain't just about to be walking around like asking females, like, are y'all ass eaters or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not about to, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely will only be for one
Right.
person. Like, I'm not about to be walking around like looking
But
for the
that's
best ass eater.
different. That's different. But to me, that's different than being, dealing with a man that's, deals with men and he eating. But I don't want to kiss no man that's doing all that. I don't.
Hey,
Okay, so
listen,
Unique says, I don't get it either. Okay,
go
so
ahead.
she says, I don't get it either, but the word does say men will become lovers of themselves. It's just saying we try things even when we know it's not right. That's how sin is acted upon.
Yeah. Yeah. When you go into the Bible aspect of it, I hear that it is an abolishment. Um, but again, I just give it up to men just want to be on some freaky shit. Like I said, like the person just asked me that question, like you know what I'm saying. I have never like wanted that or wanted to be into it, but I don't know how far I would go with my wife. I do know that I'm not about to go as far as letting her strap up on me. I just think that shit's just not about to happen. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not.
I would like to see a man's face if a woman just walked in the room with a strap like finna tear his ass down. What the fuck is she
Yeah,
doing?
like what the fuck? The fuck is she on?
That
Hell
shit
no.
would be hilarious. I would like to be
Like
a fly on the wall.
I don't know, man. Like with my woman, I'm bound to do, like 98% of things. Like you know what I'm saying. Now, I like that 2% is 9 times out of 10. The 2% is gonna be 1%. You're not about to penetrate me. 2%. You're not about to bring no other nigga up in here. Like you know what I'm saying. That was probably about this. So
Hmm.
everything else, we probably gonna make happen if that's what you want to do. We probably gonna just go at it, especially if it's my wife. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna do everything but them two things. Like you know what I'm saying. So.
Right. Well, this was a good conversation. This was a good discussion. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to go on and end it. It is 7:27. You guys have a good night. Thank you for your comments. Boom. Thank you for joining. Peace.
Good night.